कुरान के मालिक गुजारिश है तुझसे मेरे दिल में कुरान बसा मेरे मौला।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला रसूलिल्लाह। या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनू इन तत्तक़ुल्लाह यजअल लकुम फ़ुरक़ानन व युकफ़्फ़िर अन्कुम सय्यिआतिकुम व यग़फ़िर लकुम वल्लाहु ज़ुल फ़ज़्लिल अज़ीम। O believers, if you will fear Allah, He will henceforth bestow upon you that criterion with which you may separate the truth from falsehood, and He will remove your misdeeds and He will forgive you, and Allah is the utmost bounteous. وَإِذْ يَمْكُرُ بِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لِيُثْبِتُوكَ أَوْ يَقْتُلُوكَ أَوْ يُخْرِجُوكَ وَيَمْكُرُونَ وَيَمْكُرُ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ. And remember, O beloved, when the disbelievers were scheming against you to either imprison you or to assassinate you or to banish you, and they were scheming with their technique, and Allah was making His secret plan, and the secret plan of Allah is the best. وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا قَالُوا قَدْ سَمِعْنَا لَوْ نَشَاءُ لَقُلْنَا مِثْلَ هَذَا إِنْ هَذَا إِلَّا أَسَاطِيرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. And when our verses are recited upon them, then they say, yes, we have heard. If we wanted, we could also utter something like this. These are nothing but stories of people of the past. وَإِذْ قَالُوا اللَّهُمَّ إِنْ كَانَ هَذَا هُوَ الْحَقَّ مِنْ عِنْدِكَ فَأَمْطِرْ عَلَيْنَا حِجَارَةً مِنَ السَّمَاءِ أَوْ ائْتِنَا بِعَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ. And when they said that, O Allah, if this very Quran really is the truth from you, therefore shower upon us a rain of stones from the sky, or bring upon us some painful punishment. وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَأَنْتَ فِيهِمْ وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ مُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَهُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. And it is not befitting to Allah to punish them whilst you, O beloved, are in their midst. And Allah is not going to punish them whilst they are seeking forgiveness. وَمَا لَهُمْ أَلَّا يُعَذِّبَهُمُ اللَّهُ وَهُمْ يَصُدُّونَ عَنِ الْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ وَمَا كَانُوا أَوْلِيَاءَهُ إِنْ أَوْلِيَاؤُهُ إِلَّا الْمُتَّقُونَ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. And what excuse is with them that Allah should not punish them? They are preventing others from the sacred mosque, and they are not worthy of being the custodians of it. Only the pious are its befitting custodians, but most of them do not have knowledge. وَمَا كَانَ صَلَاتُهُمْ عِنْدَ الْبَيْتِ إِلَّا مُكَاءً وَتَصْدِيَةً فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. And their prayer near the Kaaba is nothing but whistling and clapping. Hence, now taste the punishment, the result of your disbelief. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا يُنْفِقُونَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ لِيَصُدُّوا عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ فَسَيُنْفِقُونَها ثُمَّ تَكُونُ عَلَيْهِمْ حَسْرَةً ثُمَّ يُغْلَبُونَ وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا إِلَى جَهَنَّمَ يُحْشَرُونَ. Indeed, the disbelievers spend their wealth in order to prevent people from the path of Allah. So they will spend it now and then have regret over it. They will then be defeated, and the disbelievers will be gathered towards hell. لِيَمِيزَ اللَّهُ الْخَبِيثَ مِنَ الطَّيِّبِ وَيَجْعَلَ الْخَبِيثَ بَعْدَهُ عَلَى بَعْضٍ فَيَرْكُمَهُ جَمِيعًا فَيَجْعَلَهُ فِي جَهَنَّمَ أُولَئِكَ هُمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ. In order that Allah may separate the impure from the pure, and placing the impure ones on top of one another, making a heap to throw them all into hell, it is they who face loss. قُلْ لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا إِن يَنْتَهُوا يُغْفَرْ لَهُم مَّا قَدْ سَلَفَ وَإِن يَعُودُوا فَقَدْ مَضَتْ سُنَّةُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. Say, O beloved, to the disbelievers that if they desist, what has passed will be forgiven. And if they then do the same, meaning fight against the believers, then the tradition of punishment of the former people has already passed. وَقَاتِلُوهُمْ حَتَّى لَا تَكُونَ فِتْنَةٌ وَيَكُونَ الدِّينُ كُلُّهُ لِلَّهِ فَإِنِ انْتَهَوْا فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ بِمَا يَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرٌ. And fight them until no mischief remains and the entire religion becomes of Allah only. If they then desist, Allah is henceforth seeing their work. وَإِن تَوَلَّوْا فَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ مَوْلَاكُمْ نِعْمَ الْمَوْلَى وَنِعْمَ النَّصِيرُ. And if they turn away, then know that Allah is your master. So what an excellent master and what an excellent helper. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّمَا غَنِمْتُم مِّن شَيْءٍ فَأَنَّ لِلَّهِ خُمُسَهُ وَلِلرَّسُولِ وَلِذِي الْقُرْبَى وَالْيَتَامَى وَالْمَسَاكِينِ وَابْنِ السَّبِيلِ إِن كُنتُمْ آمَنتُم بِاللَّهِ وَمَا أَنزَلْنَا عَلَى عَبْدِنَا يَوْمَ الْفُرْقَانِ يَوْمَ الْتَقَى الْجَمْعَانِ وَاللَّهُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. And know that whatever spoils of war you take, a fifth of that solely belongs to Allah and His Messenger, and to relatives and orphans and the needy and travelers. If you have believed in Allah and in that what we have sent down upon our chosen bondsman on the decisive day, the day when the two armies met, and Allah is able to do all things. إذ أنتم بالعدوة الدنيا وهم بالعدوة القصوى والركب أسفل منكم ولو تواعدتم لاختلفتم في الميعاد ولكن ليقضي الله أمرا كان مفعولا ليهلك من هلك عن بينة ويحيى من حي عن بينة وإن الله لسميع عليم. When you were on the near side of the valley of Badr and the disbelievers were on the further side, and the caravan of Abu Sufyan was on your lower side, and had you made any mutual promise, meaning fixed time for war, you would have therefore definitely failed to reach at the appointed time. But this starting of sudden war is for this reason, that Allah may complete the work which must be done to help the Muslims and destroy the disbelievers, that he who perishes may perish with proof, and he who lives may live with proof, and Allah is indeed definitely all hearing, all knowing. إذ يريكهم الله في منامك قليلا ولو أراكهم كثيرا لفشلتم ولتنازعتم في الأمر ولكن الله سلم إنه عليم بذات الصدور. O beloved, recall when Allah was showing the disbelievers in your dream to be a few. And, O Muslims, had He shown them to you as an enormous army, you would have definitely lost courage and disputed over the matter. But Allah rescued you. Indeed, He knows what is within the hearts. وَإِذْ يُرِيكُمُوهُمْ إِذِ الْتَقَيْتُمْ فِي أَعْيُنِكُمْ قَلِيلًا وَيُقَلِّلُكُمْ فِي أَعْيُنِهِمْ لِيَقْضِيَ اللَّهُ أَمْرًا كَانَ مَفْعُولًا وَإِلَى اللَّهِ تُرْجَعُ الْأُمُورُ. And remember, O Muslims, when at the time of fighting He made the disbelievers seem few to you and you to be few in their sight, in order that Allah may complete the work that must be done, and towards Allah is the return of all matters. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا لقيتم فئة فاثبتوا واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. O believers, when you encounter an army, stand firm and remember Allah abundantly, in order that you may achieve your goals. وَأَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ وَلَا تَنَازَعُوا فَتَفْشَلُوا وَتَذْهَبَ رِيحُكُمْ وَاصْبِرُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الصَّابِرِينَ. And obey Allah and His Messenger, and do not dispute with one another, that you will show cowardliness again, and your meaning strength, will depart. And be patient. Indeed, Allah is with those who are patient. ولا تكونوا كالذين خرجوا من ديارهم بطرا ورئاء الناس ويصدون عن سبيل الله والله بما يعملون محيط. And do not be like those who came out from their houses arrogantly and for the purpose of showing off to people, and would prevent people from the path of Allah, and all their actions are under the control of Allah. وَإِذْ زَيَّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ أَعْمَالَهُمْ وَقَالَ لَا غَالِبَ لَكُمُ الْيَوْمَ مِنَ النَّاسِ وَإِنِّي جَارٌ لَكُمْ فَلَمَّا تَرَاءَتِ الْفِئَتَانِ نَكَصَ عَلَى عَقِبَيْهِ وَقَالَ إِنِّي بَرِيءٌ مِّنكُمْ إِنِّي أَرَى مَا لَا تَرَوْنَ إِنِّي أَخَافُ اللَّهَ وَاللَّهُ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. And recall when Satan made their deeds seem good in their sight and said, "This day no one shall overpower you, and you are under my protection." So when the two armies came face to face, he turned back on his heels, running away, and said, "I am separate from you. I see what you do not see. I fear Allah, and the punishment from Allah is severe." إذ يقول المنافقون والذين في قلوبهم مرض غر هؤلاء دينهم ومن يتوكل على الله فإن الله عزيز حكيم. When the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is a disease of disbelief and jealousy were saying that these Muslims are arrogant of their religion, and whosoever relies upon Allah, so Allah is indeed overpowering, all-wise. ولو ترى إذ يتوفى الذين كفروا الملائكة يضربون وجوههم وأدبارهم وذوقوا عذاب الحريق. And if you see the angels when they remove the souls of the disbelievers, they are hitting them on their faces and their backs. And they say, taste the punishment of the fire. ذلك بما قدمت أيديكم وأن الله ليس بظلام للعبيد. This is the recompense of what your own hands have sent ahead, and Allah does not oppress the bondsmen. كدأب آل فرعون والذين من قبلهم كفروا بآيات الله فأخذهم الله بذنوبهم إن الله قوي شديد العقاب. Their way is like the way of the people of Fir'aun and those before them. They denied the verses of Allah. Allah henceforth seized them on account of their sins. Indeed, Allah is most powerful, severe in giving punishment. ذلك بأن الله لم يكن مغيرا نعمة أنعمها على قوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم وأن الله سميع عليم. This is because Allah does not change the favor He has bestowed upon any people until they change themselves. And Allah indeed is all-hearing, all-knowing. كدأب آل فرعون والذين من قبلهم كذبوا بآيات ربهم فأهلكناهم بذنوبهم وأغرقنا آل فرعون وَكُلٌّ كَانُوا ظَالِمِينَ. Like the way of the people of Fir'aun and those before them, they belied the verses of their Lord. So we destroyed them on account of their sins, and we drowned the people of Fir'aun, and they were all unjust. إِنَّ شَرَّ الدَّوَابِّ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا فَهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Indeed, the worst animals according to Allah are those people who disbelieve and do not accept faith. الذين عاهدت منهم ثم ينقضون عهدهم في كل مرة وهم لا يتقون. They are those with whom you made a pact. They then break their covenant each time and they do not fear. فإما تثقفنهم في الحرب فشرد بهم من خلفهم لعلهم يذكرون. So if you find them in battle, kill them therefore in such a manner that those remaining behind them should be chased away, in the hope that they may learn a lesson. وَإِمَّا تَخَافَنَّ مِنْ قَوْمٍ خِيَانَةً فَانبِذْ إِلَيْهِمْ عَلَى سَوَاءٍ إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْخَائِنِينَ. And if you fear deceit from any nation, then throw back their treaty towards them as to be on equal terms. Allah indeed does not like the deceitful. وَلَا يَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا سَبَقُوا إِنَّهُمْ لَا يُعْجِزُونَ. And the disbelievers should never remain in this arrogant thinking that they have gone out of hand. Indeed, they can never overpower Allah. وَأَعِدُّوا لَهُمْ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُم مِّن قُوَّةٍ وَمِن رِّبَاطِ الْخَيْلِ تُرْهِبُونَ بِهِ عَدُوَّ اللَّهِ وَعَدُوَّكُمْ وَآخَرِينَ مِن دُونِهِمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَهُمْ اللَّهُ يَعْلَمُهُمْ وَمَا تُنْفِقُوا مِن شَيْءٍ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ يُوَفَّ إِلَيْكُمْ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تُظْلَمُونَ. And keep ready for them the maximum strength you can gather, and as many horses as you can keep tied, to put fear in the hearts therewith of those who are the enemies of Allah and who are your enemies, and in the hearts of some others whom you know not. Allah knows them, and whatever you will spend in the path of Allah will be repaid to you in full, and you will not remain at loss in any sense. وَإِن جَنَحُوا لِلسَّلْمِ فَجْنَحْ لَهَا وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ إِنَّهُ هُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. And if they incline towards reconciliation, you too incline towards it and place trust in Allah. Indeed, only He is the all-hearing, the all-knowing. وَإِن يُرِيدُوا أَن يَخْدَعُوكَ فَإِنَّ حَسْبَكَ اللَّهُ هُوَ الَّذِي أَيَّدَكَ بِنَصْرِهِ وَبِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And if they wish to deceive you, O beloved, Allah is indeed then sufficient for you. It is He who has given you strength of His help and also of Muslims. وَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِهِمْ لَوْ أَنفَقْتَ مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا مَا أَلَّفْتَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِهِمْ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ أَلَّفَ بَيْنَهُمْ إِنَّهُ عَزِيزٌ حَكِيمٌ. And Allah has placed affection in their hearts of the tribes of Aus and Khazraj. If you had spent all that is in the earth, you could not have placed affection in their hearts. But Allah united their hearts. Indeed, only He is overpowering, all-wise. يَا أَيُّهَا النَّبِيُّ حَسْبُكَ اللَّهُ وَمَنِ اتَّبَعَكَ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. O conveyor of the unseen news, meaning Prophet, Allah is sufficient for you and for all those Muslims who follow you.